I'm very honored to be up on stage, although the stage is a little bit high, should have been a little bit lower, right? But first and foremost, thank you very much for coming here today, for braving the rain and the traffic to be here. It's a great honor for me to actually welcome you to our event. Our event is almost 1 year from our launch. Some of the vendors you see behind our sponsors were here with us a year ago. When we started a year ago, to be honest, we only had half the audience. You know, and people were asking, who is Pax8 and what are you doing here, right? And what do you do as a business? Raise your hands, if you don't mind humor me a bit, raise your hands if you know about Pax8. Okay, not many of you, we expected that, not many of you. Okay, so let me start by first telling you the Pax8 story, and I want to put a Filipino twist on this. Okay, in my past capacity, I've taken care of the business for another company here in the Philippines, and we successfully grew that business, and the business was sold off to another bigger company. Okay, so my first foray into the Philippines was probably 3 or 4 years before COVID. So that's how long I've been in and out of Manila, right? I was just talking to some of the vendors. The last time I came, the volcano exploded, right? And I was trying to get out of the country. This time I come, the typhoon is around, right? So, but anyway, we are here, I'm here, we're here to stay. So let me start right today by telling you, Pax8 is a US-based distributor. We are born in cloud, so for the rest of you that didn't put up your hands, thinking, who the hell is Pax8, why are you here? We are a new force to be reckoned with. We are a very different kind of distributor. You will see in my slides in a short while. Not many slides, quite informative, right? But to all of you here today, I want to share a message actually from our founder, okay? Our founder, his name is John Street. He is a serial entrepreneur. He built and sold about 5 businesses. Pax8 is probably the last one that he's going to build and grow. And because he's already old, he's in his 70s, but he's a serial entrepreneur. He sold a lot of businesses, very rich man, right? More richer than I can ever imagine. But he has a soft spot for Philippines. When he was young, he was actually serving in the Marine Corps, Army Marine Corps, and he was stationed in Manila for many years. Right? So he has a great fondness for the Philippines, and because of that, right, I'm actually very, very happy to share that Pax8's largest global service office will be here in Manila. Whole world, we didn't choose any other office but Manila to put our global services. You saw part of my team, you didn't see the rest. When we started with Joey and maybe NG, which is HR, there were only 3 people. Today, we are about 130, 140 people in Manila alone. By next year, early next year, the number is going to go to 180. And probably by the end of next year, that number is going to go to 300. Just in Manila alone. We are moving to a new office, one of these towers at the mall, 5th floor. So what I'm trying to say here is, Pax8 particularly is very committed to the Philippine market. Okay? So for you guys that don't know us, we welcome you to explore what Pax8 can do for you. Again, we are a cloud-based team, but we are very disruptive cloud-based team. Okay, and coming back to the CEO, right? He spent the first 10 years building the business. How he came into this business was, he was just doing a traditional data center stuff, hosting stuff in the US, and he needed a bunch of licenses. Okay, so to set the context, he actually went and approached all these brands. Can I use your products? And they in turn told him, can you sell the product, my product for me? So what happened? Fast forward 10 years, we built one of the largest marketplace, B2B marketplace that is in the world right now, specifically to serve partners. Okay? And that was all we talked about. And to be honest, I'll stand on stage here and tell you, right, the marketplace may work in the US, may work in Europe, but may not work for Asia, right? Because of the way we buy, the way we sell, we always want PO, things like that. But I will reassure you that if you are here today, we are going to make the marketplace fit for the Asian market, not just Philippines, but all the ASEAN countries. We also have offices in Australia and New Zealand, and our next plan, if I can say, is actually to go into markets like India and China. So we cannot get Asia wrong, because Asia sets the precedence for us to go into places like India and China. Okay, that's on the roadmap. If my CEO has it his way, that will happen next year, but we are pushing back, okay? So we started with marketplace, and what we learned from the marketplace is like people like you guys, partners, you are part of the community. The sheer fact that the CEO got a whole bunch of licenses, he started passing it to people who need it, and they started to build a community, okay? And now we talk about our new CEO, okay? We just appointed him this year as well, in June, and we are now talking about the marketplace of the future. So you guys may challenge me to say, so what, everybody's got a marketplace, right? What's the big deal? We hear that, we understand that, and we are bringing you the new marketplace of the future. Okay, so moving along. What do we intend to do here? We want to be the world's favorite marketplace to buy, sell, and manage best-in-class cloud solution. What does that mean to you? Okay, it means that in time, if you are a Pax8 partner, you will be able to buy almost any cloud-based SaaS software in the world. Okay, that's a very bold statement, guys. That means I'm standing here today to tell you that I'll become the eBay, the Lazada, the Shopees of the software world, specific for partner only. It's a B2B marketplace. But then you may tell me, so what? All the Disneys have it. Sure, the Disneys have it. But we are a little bit special. Like I said, we are very disruptive, and you will see in the next few slides why. Okay? So, very, very basic stuff. We have a pointer here. Okay, very, very simple stuff. We have single monthly bill. Across the range of our 100 over products, we have a single monthly bill. We can also split it up if you want to. We have instant provisioning. We have a checklist before we put the hundreds of vendors on board. We actually make them jump through hoops. We make them API to our marketplace. We make sure that when you press a button to buy, you can buy. Okay? It's not a thing in Asia, but we have PSA integration all over Australia, Europe, America. That's basically you being able to charge time and material, and a system that tracks it. So a lot of our partners in Europe and America do not even go into our system. They integrate right into it, and they provision from there. They get the bill, the invoice goes out, how much is the contract, how much is the maintenance, all that is automatically generated. But I don't see that happening in Asia. It's not a trend. Okay? The other thing is, of course, here's where we differentiate ourselves. We have sales and technical support. We have our own professional services team. I just found out yesterday that we will be starting a professional service team in Manila to cover the region, Southeast Asia. We are very, very skilled in Microsoft, and we believe in ongoing education. So you might tell me, Lee, this is very normal stuff. I hear every Disney talk about it, right? But I would ask you guys to do one thing, if it's the only thing you do today. Go to pax8.com, look for sign up, and sign up. It's free. All of you in this room, we have 180 registrations. Go and sign up, it's free. The minute you sign up, you will receive an email saying that welcome to the Pax8 environment. You will also receive a notification that says, here's your logins for what we call the Pax8 Academy. The Pax8 Academy is our version of YouTube that's only for partners to learn about every software that we have, everything that we sell. There are even courses there on how to go listing, sales etiquette, email etiquette, anything that you want to know, finance for MSPs, MSP strategies, the content is already there. There's something like 3,000 videos there. Okay, so call to action for you guys. It's free. Sign up. Go have a look. Benefit from it. I've had partners, I think it's in either Philippines or Indonesia. They have 100 of their staff just going at their website and learning stuff for free. Okay, so we are here to educate the market, and we actually show it by how we do it, not just by giving you lip service. Okay? So I talked about the training and the academy, and you are welcome to really call me up and have a look at it. Go in there, have a look and see, and then see what you can do. The other thing that we do really well is we are the only district right now that I know of that actually comes with a team of professional service engineers that will help you go to market faster, deploy the solutions, do migrations, set up whatever you need to set up, right? Some is chargeable, some is free, depending on what it is. But we have that support. Right now, that team sits in Australia and New Zealand. But like I said, we are opening up our team here, adding to the 180 staff we already have in Manila. And the last thing that we also do very well is we actually help you to call on your behalf. We call it the Battle Tax Program, where we, as an EST, will actually help you to call end customers, whether it's to your event, to your function, or whatever it is, so that you can drive more sales. Okay? So this is all the things that we currently do. And we have about 130 vendors. This number is growing. Right now in APAC, we have about 40. This is a global number. By the end of this year, we will reach 100. And I promise you, by the end of next year, we will probably reach 150 to 200. Okay? So let that sink in for a while. Imagine if you go to a marketplace and you can buy any business-related software that you can resell. To be honest, in my mind, when that becomes a reality, price does not become an issue. Because you will know how to actually put all these solutions together and provide an offering. Right? You won't come to me and say, hey, I need this 10 cents cheaper. Because you would have everything in your arsenal to bundle. The conversation should be, how do I do more for my customers with Pax8's help? Okay? We have 35,000 partners in 46 different countries. And we are expanding. We are in US, Europe, and APAC. Okay? And we have brought, this year itself, we brought 66 partners to the US to learn from the community there in our 3-day conference. In October, some of you in this room will follow me to Berlin in Germany, also for a conference to learn about what we do. And then in December, some of you in this room will also follow me to a Canalys event where we are bringing 66 partners, sponsored, to actually visit and attend the Canalys conference in Bali. Okay? We have about 500,000 customers in 62 countries and about 15 million unique users. Okay? But this is current, what you already have in place, right? And we looked at ourselves and we said, how can we make ourselves better? How can we differentiate ourselves from the world that all the disties play in? Okay? And we realized you guys are our secret weapon. The community is our secret weapon. Right? Everybody here is kind of struggling. We're trying to compete with each other in price. But we are taking you on a journey where it's no longer a conversation about price. It's about value, what you can do for your customers, educating your customers, making them safe, making them secure, giving them the right tools at the right time. Basically, we are allowing you to, first and foremost, we meet you where you are, then you meet your customers where they are. If there's a gap in between, we are here to help. Okay? But this won't be a conference if we didn't talk about AI, right? Now it's like a bad word. Everywhere you go, AI. Right? So we took it upon ourselves, and I'll share with you what's next. Let me see. Is that the video? Okay. So we took it upon ourselves to actually develop a second phase of our marketplace, which means we AI our marketplace. Okay, when you have hundreds of brands, especially in some areas like cybersecurity, you may have 30, 40 vendors to choose from. So how do you decide what is the best? Okay, so what we do is we look at, okay, you need to grow your business, you need to save money, you need to reduce risk. But nobody is teaching you how. So we said, maybe we can guide you. But truth be told, I cannot reach out to 180 people here and guide one by one, right? So we said, why not use the platform we have? Let us build the intelligence into the platform and actually have the platform share with you what are the trends that you have. What have you sold to your customer and what have you not sold to your customer? Start there. Okay? And why do we invest in marketplace? I tell you, when I joined the company 2 years ago, it's a very new company. Pax8 in Philippines is 1 year old. When I joined the company, right, our revenue was 800 million globally 2 years ago. And today, we have surpassed 2 billion. The joke I have with my boss is, maybe we shouldn't just do nothing and it will continue to grow. Because something must be right. But I stand up here on stage today, I will tell you, with the visibility that I have over Southeast Asia, Asia has a lot to catch up, right? We have a lot to change. We have to change the ways we want to conduct business. We have to educate the customers. In the US, things are just flying off the shelf. In Australia, in Europe, they are flying off the shelves. But here, you have to go to the customer, sir, please buy, sir. Please give me opportunity to show you this, show you that. I think those days are either going to sunset or going to be gone really soon. And whoever is capable to go there and say, this is the value I can bring to you, and you don't need to buy anything now, just take the ones that you want and can afford. Those are going to be the winners, okay? Now, the other piece of data I want to share with you is that marketplaces are growing 86% every year, right? So it doesn't sound surprising now our revenue go from 800 million to 2 billion, right? In less than the space of a year or 2 years. The next target for us probably will be $4 billion US dollars, okay? And Asia is one of the areas that we are investing in. We know we can get the market, and we are putting in a lot of effort to bring all this to Asia. Okay, so again, I got ahead of myself, but I want to show you some numbers. This is from McKinsey. You can actually search for this. There is about a $17 billion, is it $1 trillion market segment out there that is available to you guys. Okay, and you can see, you can relate to this yourself. B2C marketplace, things like Shopee, Lazada, or whatever marketplace, eBay, you can see that you thought that the consumer is actually driving the economy, but no, it's actually B2B marketplace and B2B services. Right? This is why every vendor that we talk to now is saying, I'm going to have two programs. One which we call the legacy program, the traditional, you give a PO, they give you something, you pay money, you get lost. The other program that most of the vendors will have is called MSP program or MSSP program, if it's a security player, where you buy everything on a portal, you buy it via subscription, it could be monthly, it could be yearly, in some cases 3 yearly, depending on you. Okay? So just consider this for now. What kind of services do you want to play in?